quiet repose of a Japanese temple surrounded by the whisper of cherry blossoms lies the spirit of a legend, a man who transcended the mere mastery of the sword and grappled with the essence of struggle itself. This man was Miyamoto Musashi, a name that resounds through the annals of history not just as a swordsman, but as a philosopher of action, a poet of the blade, a warrior who sought perfection beyond the confines of combat. Today we ponder a profound question: why is struggle power? And to unravel this enigma, we turn to the life and teachings of Miyamoto Musashi. Musashi's life was a tapestry of battles, both literal and metaphorical, woven from the threads of feudal Japan's turbulent era. Born in 1584, he lived during the Sengoku period, a time when samurai warfare was not only a path to power, but a way of life. But to understand Musashi's perspective on struggle, we must look beyond the clashing of swords. At 13, an age where many are grappling with the simpler conflicts of youth, Musashi was already stepping into a world where the clash of steel dictated life or death. His duel with Arima Kihei, a practitioner of the Kashima Shinto-ryu, was not just a test of skill but a rite of passage that would indelibly shape his philosophy. The victory was not just Musashi's triumph over Kihei, it was an awakening. Each subsequent duel, from the legendary bouts with the Yoshioka clan to the fateful duel on Ganryu Island with Sasaki Kojiro, was a stepping stone on a much grander staircase. Musashi was carving a path, not just through his enemies, but through the very fabric of his own being. He saw struggle as a multifaceted gem, its surfaces reflecting not just the physical confrontation, but the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual as well. To Musashi, overcoming an opponent was secondary to overcoming the self. The real enemy was within: fear, complacency, ignorance. Each duel was an external manifestation of an inner battle, each victory a conquest over the limitations he imposed upon himself. Musashi's assertion that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain reveals an exquisite truth about struggle. It is unique to each individual, as personal as the way one may grip a sword. There is beauty in the realization that we all face our own mountains, grapple with our own adversaries, and seek our own peaks. Musashi's life insists that the power of the struggle is found in the diversity of these paths, not just in their convergence at the summit. Musashi's seminal work, The Book of Five Rings, is not merely a manual on strategy, it is a guide to living. It's a testament to his belief that the way of the warrior, the Bushido, is found not on the battlefield, but within the daily actions, decisions, and, most pertinently, the struggles we all face. Musashi never shied away from struggle, and the contours of his life were carved with the relentless strokes of challenge. His existence was a tapestry of trials, woven from the thread of constant danger, yet within this very fabric he discovered the golden strands of opportunity. Consider the young Musashi, forging his spirit in the fire of combat, seeking not just victory but understanding. With each duel his legend grew, but so too did his insight into the human condition. He learned that adversity is the anvil upon which the soul is struck and shaped. In Musashi's time, the art of swordsmanship was a microcosm of life's greater struggle. To draw the katana was to engage with the inevitable conflicts of existence. Musashi's blade cut through the illusion that life could be without hardship, revealing the truth that the struggle itself is the forge of our being. It was not merely in the heat of battle that Musashi found this power. His artistry, too, was a battlefield, each brushstroke a silent war against the canvas, each carving a conquest over the unyielding wood. In these quiet moments of creation, Musashi engaged with struggle as intimately as he did with his sword. The solitude of the artist, the loneliness of the warrior, they were one and the same. Musashi's solitude, especially in his later years, was a testament to the power he found in the quiet struggle with the self. In those silent hours, with only the echo of his thoughts for company, he explored the deepest recesses of his soul. The cave in which he spent his final years was not a retreat from the world, but an advance into the uncharted territories of his inner landscape. And so, in his seclusion, Musashi proved that the flames which forge the strongest swords are indeed the same that forge the strongest souls. The strength of a sword lies not in its polish nor its sheen, but in its ability to withstand the violence of the clash, to endure the pressures of combat. Likewise, the strength of the soul is not found in ease and comfort, but in the ability to withstand the heat of adversity, to emerge from the flames of struggle, tempered and resilient. This was the power Musashi harnessed, a power born from the understanding that struggle is not a force to be avoided, but to be embraced. It is in the heart of difficulty that we find the seeds of growth, in the core of confrontation that we discover our true capabilities. Musashi's life was a masterclass in the art of perseverance, a lesson in the transformative potential of the human spirit when it dares to face the fire of adversity. As we stand in the long shadow cast by Musashi's legacy, our own lives can seem like a maze of endless strife. But Musashi's teachings illuminate a cardinal truth, that our struggles are not dead ends, but channels leading to the vast ocean of self-discovery. Each challenge we face is a mirror, reflecting parts of ourselves we may have never encountered otherwise. In the heat of conflict, be it in our careers, our personal lives, or our inner realms, we are given a chance to see our reflections in a clearer light. To recognize our weaknesses, yes, but more importantly, to affirm our strengths. In embracing our battles, we must not just passively endure them, but actively engage with them. To learn from struggle, we must listen to its harsh whispers and its silent shouts, for each skirmish has its lessons and each scar its story. Ultimately, it is in the crucible of confrontation that we find our true power. Not the power of dominance or destruction, but the quiet, unyielding power of resilience. The power to rise after a fall, to heal after injury, and to find harmony amidst discord. Why is struggle power? The question echoes through the chambers of history, finding its answer in the life and legacy of Miyamoto Musashi. To understand this power, we must look within and recognize a dormant volcano of capability, yearning for the friction that will spark its awakening. For Musashi, the journey was never about arriving at a destination of complacency. It was about the relentless pursuit of mastery, not just of the sword, but of the self. With every bead of sweat that graced his brow, with every moment his resolve wavered only to solidify once more, he was not inching towards defeat, but towards greatness. Consider the modern athlete whose muscles are sculpted through countless hours of deliberate practice, and whose character is built on a foundation of failed attempts. They, like Musashi, wear their calluses and scars with pride. These marks are not merely the remnants of pain, they are the tangible evidence of their journey towards excellence. In our own lives, we too face the whetstone of adversity. Each challenge, whether it's the struggle to meet a deadline, the persistence in the face of rejection, or the resilience required to stand up for our beliefs, serves to sharpen us. Like the swordsmith's hammer, life's challenges beat out the impurities of our character, revealing a blade of unmatched resilience and strength. Musashi knew that the journey to self-perfection was not linear. It was an odyssey that wound through peaks and valleys of success and setback. Each drop of sweat that fell from his brow, each moment of uncertainty that clouded his thoughts, each scar that decorated his flesh, these were not stigmas of failure but emblems of honor. In today's world, we too collect these badges. They are found in the long hours behind a desk, in the struggle of the artist to capture an ephemeral beauty, in the quiet dedication of the parent teaching a child. They are all around us, in the faces of those who strive, in the eyes of those who dare, in the hearts of those who do not give up. Embrace your struggles, for they are your greatest teachers. Honor your scars, for they are the metals of your persistence. Welcome hardship, for it is the blacksmith that forges you into the embodiment of strength and resilience.